to give you an update on some of the new products that Thorlabs have released for neuronal imaging from SFN and over the last few months. Thorlabs are well known for their Mesoscope, which provides one of the largest field of view of any neuronal microscope, as well as having a large depth that it can probe with its voice coil for one of the largest volumes. It also boasts a very large area to work in, as it's housed in this large container that has a gantry that works in X, Y, Z, and rotation. However, that large chamber causes issues for some users in that it's too big to fit in their lab or even get through their doors. So to help with this, Thorlabs have produced a new version of the Mesoscope. It's called the Meso Mini, and it's gantry-less. So it takes away that rotation and XYZ motion, but provides a much smaller footprint, which can be used in any normal lab, while still providing the large field of view and volume of imaging. The other benefits is that because it is a lot smaller, it's cheaper at about half the price of the system that comes in a container, as well as having enough space to now add an SLM module onto it for the first time. One of the other platforms that Thorlabs has is the Bergamo that provides rotation and XYZ movement. And they've recently released the Bergamo 3, which has come with a range of changes which have made it more compact, more mechanically stable, as well as allowed for a few new options. So one of those options is now able to be produced with an FN40, which increased the field of view, but from field number 20 to field number 40, allowing a much wider area to be studied at the same time. In addition to this, there are new detectors to replace PMTs, and these are silicon photomultiplier tubes. And these are specifically developed by Thorlabs to provide the same sensitivity, more dynamic range, and a lot more robustness than the PMTs that we've come to be used to, making this a standard detector like a CCD detector rather than a consumable which one has to replace frequently and treat with extreme care to avoid any damage. Now, Thorlabs appreciate that both these systems I mentioned have a large investment, and this may not be possible starting out in this field. So what they've developed is a parts list for a DIY, a multiphoton microscope that you can see pictured here. The components come from the stock catalog parts and run to about 50K US. And to this, you would need to add an objective and a laser. Thorlabs have released a new objective in their line of multiphoton objectives. This is a 28x objective for those who need higher magnification. It has high transmission in both the visible and the near infrared and a high numerical aperture. I also have an update on the Alcor Spark lasers that we generally recommend for multiphoton imaging. So Spark have added two options to their Alcor lasers. One, which is a removable fiber coupling module. So this now allows you to change between free space operation and fiber coupled operation in your lab as you need it. They've also provided a variable rep rate option, and this allows you to tune the rep rate for your specific experiments. For example, you could use this to go to a lower rep rate, have a lower average power, but a higher peak power to get higher signal to noise. Please let me know if you'd like any more information on any of those products, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.